Welcome to Jesus TV. You are about to enter a musical. Uh, when I say you, who am I speaking to? Principally, I'm speaking to myself. That's what I realized. I've realized that for a long time. Greg, or future Greg, present Greg and future Greg, you are about to enter into a musical. If there's other mortals listening, hi, you can listen in on Jesus's instruction to my future self. Perhaps he'll bring you here, but here it is. Welcome to my Jesus Greg world. Jesus welcomes you, and I welcome you. You're welcome. Come on in and see what's happening. The stage is set. Well, it's being set. This whole thing's under construction. Click on this movie for a brief orientation from the narrator before the show starts. Well, that's what you've done. This is the brief orientation before the show starts. And you need a little orientation because you're about to enter into a musical, unlike any musical you've ever seen. You're about to enter a musical. That's right. When I got born again, Jesus said, and I here paraphrase and imagine Jesus saying this quote, Greg, says Jesus, quote, I'm going to turn your entire life into a Jesus themed, praise filled musical. And you are going to help me because I like musicals. And the world is headed for some dark and stormy times before I make my grand appearance as King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. In the midnight hour that is upon us, us guys here, me, you, the world, it's going to be helpful to have you singing gospel spirituals like slaves did. We're going to sing spirituals, people, to lift your spirits and the spirits around you as we metaphorically pick cotton in the hot Georgia sun under great tribulation. And we people, Greg for sure, are going to need some good, healthy, Jesus y distractions. Yeah, the world's full of distractions now, isn't it? Well, we need some people like me because of the desires of my heart and what Jesus is saying here. We need some Jesus-y distractions, Jesus themed distractions to keep up our spirits during the Matthew 24. Go read it. The Matthew 24 apocalypse. Is that coming upon us? It's scary. Read Matthew 24. That scares you. As part of this, I will be revealing to you, Jesus continues, as part of this, Greg, I will be revealing to you, Greg, some new prayer songs, some new hymns. Oh, well, that's looks like that's part of my mission. Spirituals, listen, spirituals for the musical that we will be staging in your new life. 2,000 new hymns are coming your way, Greg. So get ready to receive them and learn them. Rehearsals start soon. End quote. So, looks like you are about to see a musical, and so am I. As actually, it's a musical world. And because you likely haven't ever seen a life that has been turned into a musical, your life is going to be turned into a musical. Basically, what I heard. Well, a life that is in the process of being turned into a musical. Yes. So you're going to not just see the musical, you're going to see backstage and front stage. You are currently at at the website landing place called The Show. So where you're at right now is called The Show. It's also called the front stage. This is the place where the lights go down and the actual show curtains open, the music and the pageantry happen live. So after this little introductory movie, it's like mind blowing there's a guy, and and Jesus and the angels, and there's a musical going on right here. Right. This front stage is where Jesus is staging the full blown dress rehearsals even now. So get ready to get used to different. Yes, because Jesus is kind and merciful. Don't worry. He's been building, and I have been helping Jesus build a place called the backstage. It is also called the playbill. And like a playbill at the opera, this second landing page, oh, so there's a second landing page, right? And you're going to have a link down there. You can click on it. I want to go backstage. I want to see the playbill and see. Somebody please explain to me what's going on here on the front stage. Yeah, I want to know too. So I'm going to go click on that many times. And that's a lot of what we've been building, haven't we, Jesus? The backstage. Now it's time to build out the front stage or to actually perform. We've got the front stage. Um, um, so we're going to have a second landing page, and it is the place where Jesus explains to me and you, if he wants to, what the heck is going on in this Greg's life as a musical that Jesus is directing here? I believe, I imagine. So click on the playbill backstage link below if you want to know what's going on, if you want to know the backstory of this play. Otherwise, if you just say, no, just get on with the musical, we'll just sit back and enjoy the show. By the way, while the musical is ongoing, okay, as you go through the musical and these musical things are happening, you will see links to the playbill backstage. That's going to be put right there in the front stage, just like a little link that will give you explanations of what's happening in a particular scene or song. But that little link itself is just going to take you backstage so you can have little conversations with me, with Jesus. Hey, what's going on the stage right now? That's interesting. It's strange. Or how'd that come about? And you might see like that. So it's like director cut material. Yeah. Meaning at any time you feel lost, what the heck is Jesus having Greg do, say, sing that for? You can simply click on the corresponding playbill backstage link and you'll probably find an explanation. I hope so. Okay, with that brief introduction, it's time to start the show. Before the curtain opens, Jesus has Greg sing the introductory song, a song written by Jesus, Aerosmith, and Angels. It's called It's Time to Start the Show. It's also called an overture. It's the thing that happens before the musical officially starts. And that would also be called an entr'acte or something like that if it's after an intermission. But this isn't the intermission. We may have intermissions, huh, Jesus? Yeah. But this is the overture that you're about to hear. It's time to start the show. What an appropriately named first song. And then Greg, and then Greg improv the songs, a song approximately named, the name of this musical, and thus the name of my life's mission is, that's what's going to happen next. Uh, is it will be, um, oh, he says, do it right now. Okay. And so then after it's time to start the show, the next song is, and that's how we end this episode. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So this is what you'll hear afterwards. I have an imaginary friend. This is when the curtains are opening. Curtains are opening on my entire world. So listen carefully because I'm telling myself, listen carefully because this is what it's all about, Greg. Jesus put this in song. I have an imaginary friend who is real, you'll see. but he usually can only be seen using the power of imagination. My Liahona is a shining altar, a memory temple that helps me generate imagination sufficient for me to believe and feel like I'm getting closer and closer to my home. Even best friends with Jesus Christ in each and every scene of my life. And I know, yes, yes, I know, heaven can't wait, heaven can't wait. Ah, and it continues. I don't want to spoiler alert now, but that's how it starts. And I like how it starts. Then it breaks into a song that was written by Jim Steinman and Jesus and sung by Meatloaf called Heaven Can Wait. Well, Jesus says, not anymore. Heaven can't wait. And so there you go. That is the name of the musical. My life, my whole musical, my whole life is called Heaven Can't Wait. And that's my mission on earth. Like, I'm going to send down a dude named Greg, and his song will be like, yeah, we can't wait for heaven. Now we're going to build it right now. And so that's, you'll see it all ties in. So it's kind of like a double overture. Yeah, it's like a double overture, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. Go backstage if you want to understand what's going on. If you just want to get feely, that's what I'm doing on the front stage on this landing page. You've been warned. I've been warned. Like, oh, this is going to be fun. And it is. It's going to be a lot of fun with Jesus and tribulation, of course. That too.